Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to today's show. A boomer and a Gen Xer walk into a bar. Coming to you from the Rabbit Hole Studio, where you as our listeners will experience some wit and wisdom, some smartassery, and this mother and that daughter questioning, are we even related? My name is Jane Burt. My co-host is my daughter, Bobbi. And for the next several minutes, we're here to entertain you. Hey, Bobbi, I see that you've got a visitor down there at the other end of the studio. What's going on?
So what I did is I just quacked a song and said, name that tune, and they just laughed at me.
What was the song? Here, let's hear it.
I have no idea what the song was. I was just messing with you.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, she's squeezing this stupid chicken and it's like, it makes the same sound every time. Then she goes, what song is that? Oh, like we would know. Okay. I don't think
you leave Lyle alone. Okay.
Is that his name?
I don't know.
Lyle?
I change it like every week.
Gosh.
He doesn't know.
You know what I think is funny now that you said that is like people who name their dogs people names.
Like Susan.
Yes.
Susan, don't bite that.
Yes. Steven.
Well, I mean,
Steven,
my dog.
come here.
My dog is technically a human name.
Well, kind of, yeah.
I mean, I named it after one of my favorite podcasters. So.
Oh, I thought it was like Bailey's.
No, Bailey
Bailey's
Sarian.
drink.
No. It's after Bailey Sarian, the murder mystery.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
So, but I
Okay.
didn't realize the dog was that stupid. So it's kind of an
Kind of a
oxymoron
slam.
name.
Yeah. So some people name their dogs like Elliot
Yeah,
or Elizabeth.
or Mark.
Mark.
George, come here.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, today we have a topic that we think is quite fun, and we hope our listeners do too. And maybe they'll be thinking about some of the topics that come to mind as we're talking about them. And basically,
You sound so professional. Really, we're just winging it. This
We
is going to
are
be a
kinda
fun
winging
topic
it
today because I just I pulled it right out of nowhere. And
like 5 minutes ago.
literally on the way over here, I was
And I
like,
went,
we
"Oh,
should do this.
Yeah, that sounds good. So what is the topic?
So I'm thinking of things that are not illegal but should be, or are illegal and shouldn't be.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start off with a bang.
Okay.
So one of the things that is not illegal but I think should be is the way that clothing manufacturers can't get their shit together when it comes to women's sizes.
What?
So all men's sizes go by inches, like pants. You know exactly how big that pair of pants is. It's 34 inches by 34 inches.
And we have small, medium, and large.
No, we have like, this is a size 10, but if in this brand, it's a size 8, but in this brand, it's a size 0. And in this brand, it's a 22 wide. Like, get your shit together because I can't deal with this anymore. I cry when I close shop anymore. Because I can't find my size. I'm
you
over it.
You must be hoarding your money because I can see you're not using it to buy clothes.
It is laundry day. I have no clothes right now. You leave me alone. I don't think you've seen me in shorts in like years.
It's been a long time, and you walked in with those white legs today, and I went, "What is going on here? Oh my goodness, where did she
It's
just come
laundry
from?"
day.
Okay. Okay, well, that's a good one. One of the things, and this could be a political issue. I
Lord.
hope no one really takes it that way, but I recognize that there are a lot of loopholes in the tax system where if you are a business, you can get certain credits or you can get certain, I can't even think of the word. Deductions, or you don't have to take the credits or you take certain credits. And, people complain about how large corporations don't pay their fair share of taxes. And the fact of the matter is I am a firm believer that I don't care who you are, what you are, or where you are, you should never be paying any more taxes than you're already paying. It's about time that our government, starts spending our money the way they're supposed to and not asking us for more money. But there are so many loopholes that these corporations and people can utilize that's why they're not paying the taxes. And then people think it's unfair. Well, quit voting for these freaking tax laws. I mean, it's crazy. That's one that I think is crazy. I think there should not be any Any tax deductions? I think everybody. This is me.
Holy
if
crap.
you don't agree,
You just came out of like left field.
If you
I'm
don't
like,
agree,
I'm thinking it's
that's
a fun
okay.
one.
You're
And
thinking of
she's
fun.
like,
yeah. So
holy
I think
crap.
everybody should pay 10%. Everybody. I don't care who it is. You all pay 10%.
I'd be down to pay 10%.
10%. Whatever that is. And I don't care if you make $1 million, because 10% on $1 million is a lot more than 10% on, 25,000. So everybody pays 10% and let her roll.
Okay, so bouncing off of that one, if you go into a store and let's say eggs are $3.99 on the price tag.
Oh, for God's sakes, not the egg price right now.
I want to pay $3.99. I don't want, if the price tag says $5.29, that should include the tax. Stop making me do freaking math. Okay. I don't like it. First of all, every county in this state has a different tax. So you never know if you're paying 7%, 8%, 6%.
That's
you
not
go
true.
into
It's state.
No.
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 No. Yeah.
Absolutely
no,
not.
it's
Dallas
state and federal.
County tax is different than Polk County tax.
Well, then you have I don't know what's going on there.
Well, I'm in a different tax bracket, so I pay attention to that 1%. But no, I don't think that they should be able to put a price tag on the shelf and then charge you a different price when you get to the register. If you want to put tax on it, put it on the freaking price, and that's what I pay. I think it should be illegal for them to do that, period.
You know what I think should be illegal, but it's not in all states?
Oh, Lord.
Is that... I don't think that you should be able to own like monkeys and lions and bears.
What?
Yeah.
Not even with an exotic license?
No.
Well, Joe Exotic doesn't like you.
I know. Well,
Tiger King.
Isn't he dead?
No, he's in prison.
That's right.
Carol Baskin's the one that killed her husband and fed him to the tigers.
But I don't think people should, because, and I'm just going to give an example. We lived out south or north of town when you were little. Mm-hmm. And
the guy that had the lion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right behind us.
Yeah.
Right there.
And so for years he had this lion caged up in his garage.
Yeah.
And the lion never got out. It was in this cage. And so he had some exotic license that allowed him to have this lion. And it was like the saddest thing. And here's the really sad thing. The house caught on fire and killed the lion.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was really sad. And, the thing is there's a lot of people who can't take care of a dog or a cat right. I mean, when you see a dog chained up outside and especially in the heat, and people go, well, they've got water. Yeah, it's been boiling for 15 minutes.
In a metal bowl in the sun.
In a metal bowl. Well, he's got a doghouse. Yeah, that's like a sauna.
Yeah.
Unless you got an air conditioning unit in there. And so there's a lot of people who can't take care of domestic animals. So I don't think they should be taking care of any type of exotic animals.
Okay. So another one I have is, around here, you gotta have a fishing, a license to fish. You gotta have a license to drive a
That's
car.
Just wrong to have a license to fish.
We'll get on that, but I don't think that once you have so many kids that are taken away by the state that you should be allowed to have more.
What are they going to do? Make them.
Look, I'm not saying the solution
that
is.
That takes their rights away.
But when you have 7 children and all 7 are taken away within the first year by the Department of Human Services, maybe you shouldn't be having any more children. I'm just saying is all.
Well, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree, but the problem is you're taking away their fundamental rights, and so
we do that anyway. But let's go.
Let's go. I got to disagree with that. Then.
All right, what's something else that's either illegal or legal, and you think it should be the opposite?
I don't think that it should be legal that the government allows certain things to be in our food. For packaging.
like
arsenic,
corn
bugs.
syrup, and
bugs. Or mouse poop.
Bugs I'm okay with. The poop I'm not. Or human flesh. I'm not cool with.
Rat hair.
Yeah.
Or so many flies.
And we did cover this on the things you should know type of thing.
Yeah, because there is a book out there that the government publishes telling you how many of these things are allowable in certain foods.
Right.
And I don't think any of it should be allowed.
Right. And going along with that, a lot of the Amish community has had issues with this lately. I don't think that it should be illegal to sell unpasteurized milk.
I can't believe you brought that up, Bobby. So Dr. Domain and I drink raw milk.
Yeah.
And we just last year, was it last year or 2 years ago, did the state of Iowa allow raw milk to be sold on very, very small controlled farms? Was it last year?
Yeah, I think it was last year.
And
it coincided with Georgia as well.
Georgia did
They
too.
the same time.
Yeah.
And so they're very much controlled. I mean, it's like you can only have like 10 head of cattle on this farm.
Right.
And it has to be so many miles away from another farm that, could contract,
Right.
some disease or something. And so they're really under some pretty strict guidelines. But I will tell you, there's a lot of people who are pissed off at us, who are mad at us because we drink raw milk.
So what?
Who?
Like one of my grandkids.
Oh, okay. Well, words.
But I mean, so what? If you want to drink raw milk, if a farmer wants to sell raw milk and you go in knowing that it's raw milk, I mean, look at the crap we're buying on the shelves. You really think raw milk is the problem?
Yeah.
No, it's red dye number 5. I mean, come on.
No kidding. And you know what? That used to be illegal.
Yeah.
And
It
I
used to
remember
be.
when you couldn't get red M&Ms.
Yep.
Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
yeah, I remember that.
So you couldn't get red M&Ms, you couldn't get red candies, that sort of thing. And then all of a sudden, it's
there.
okay.
Well, and a lot of our foods in the United States are not allowed overseas because it has ingredients in it that are banned because they're so bad for people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, and you're really worried about me going and getting cow milk straight from the cow. Like, come on now. Get over it. Yeah, that's one thing that is still illegal in a lot of places that I do not think should be illegal.
I think the irony of that, the people that are the raw milk haters, whatever that group's called.
We'll call them raw milk haters.
Raw milk haters.
RMHs.
RMH. Yeah.
They'll be sucking on that teat, boy. So, are the same people that, want to go out and make everything organic and, eat dirt and all that horse crap. But it's the most natural thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming straight from the cow. It's not getting pasteurized and everything.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they did pasteurization, but it doesn't really apply anymore.
And
That's
the fact of the matter
my
is
opinion.
it doesn't get to a temperature that is actually killing everything. So what difference does it make?
Yeah.
I just find it unfortunate that they really stifle a lot of the good people out there that are trying to make a living out of a dairy farm.
Correct.
Because in Georgia, I live down the road from a really large dairy manufacturer. And the remnants are still there. The tanks are still there. The pastures are still there. They actually still have some of the dairy cattle. But they were forced out because of the regulations. And
Yeah.
I think that's sad.
Well,
So,
and they
very
just had a government seizure on an Amish farm. They took over $100,000 worth of raw milk, saying that it was illegal for them to sell it. And that's their livelihood. That is
Yeah.
what they work for.
Yeah.
And it was devastating
It's
to
terrible.
them. The whole community, it was devastating to. And it's like, both you and I are all for less government control.
Yeah. They
Stay
need to
out of
mind
it.
their own business.
Yeah, stay out of it. You're poisoning us with river water, but you're worried about me sucking on a cow's teat. Like,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
All right?
You know what I think should be legal?
Slapping kids in public. Oh, wait, you did that.
Spanking kids should be okay, and it is okay.
It is
you
okay.
can discipline
Open
your
hand.
kids,
Yep.
but a lot of people are like, "Oh, well,
that's not a law.
I know. I wasn't going to say that. I was
Yeah.
just kidding.
That's
she
just
brought it up.
hypersensitive wackos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I think removing that mattress tag should be.
That's the first thing I do when I get a new mattress is I rip them
Oh
suckers
my
off.
gosh! What?
Well, it says only by consumer. That's saying that the person selling it or the manufacturer can't remove it. Now, if you actually read the tag, it says you can't remove it unless by consumer.
I know. I know. I
You're,
was
not
just
going,
teasing.
you're not going to jail.
I was
Yeah.
just teasing.
You'll be fine.
What about driving naked?
Yeah, that's legit.
It is legit. You
yeah.
can drive naked, but you can't get out of your vehicle because then you risk public exposure.
I think it's unwise to be driving with vinyl seats naked, probably. But
or leather seats.
or leather, yeah.
I mean, my legs stick to it with shorts on. I couldn't imagine trying to peel myself out on a 110-degree day of black leather seats.
It wasn't that long ago in the state of Iowa that you could not drive barefooted.
Right.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
And
it was
now
a
can.
danger. And
Yeah.
it's like, danger to who?
Yeah, because you're wearing flip-flops that get
Right.
caught on the
a bee
throttle.
could come in and sting you. Okay, well, so could a rabid squirrel, but we're not worried about that. Like, come on now.
Okay, so what else do you have?
Oh gosh, like I had a whole list of them now. So the highways around here, okay, unless you are driving equipment, you should not be allowed to drive 25 or 30 mile an hour on a 55 mile an hour highway. Period.
Some of them
They
are
do
like
have
that.
some
They
laws
do
like
have
that.
minimum, like
but
40 miles
I'm talking
an hour.
like our highway coming up to your house type of thing.
Yeah.
There's no minimum. Interstates have minimums. Most highways do not.
Are you in a hurry?
Well, it's not about being in a hurry, but it's about impeding traffic, and it does cause a safety issue.
How
It really
fast
does.
I could
going.
see that. I could see that on busy roads. But
Yeah,
none of these
like
roads are
what
that
like
busy.
169. You're coming up 169. That's a busy ass 2-lane highway. You come up on somebody doing 25 mile an hour in a 55 that's not on farm equipment. It's a hazard.
I know that we piss a lot of people off coming through the mountains of Georgia because they're 2-lane highways and they are narrow and they are switchback.
Yeah.
And we're in a 40-foot motorhome towing a car. And so when we hit a hill, we're not doing 55, 60 miles an hour.
But that's a safety thing. I mean, anybody who's ever driven a motorhome should know that is a safety issue, that you shouldn't be flying down those switchbacks.
so
We're going downhill. Look out. Katie, bar the door.
that's right.
Well, I can't think of a law that I would keep. I was just thinking of what I would keep.
You can't think of a law? No
No.
trespassing on my property.
Oh no, okay.
Stay off.
But like
Don't break into my
okay.
house.
Well,
Okay.
And I think other people like helmet laws. They come and go, right?
Yeah.
And they're state by state,
Yeah.
and they flip back and forth. It'll be illegal one year and okay the next.
Yeah, I don't think there should be
Seatbelts?
helmet laws for adults.
Seatbelts, that's a dumb law.
I think it should be up to the individual.
Well, for those
kids-
individuals that can't make a decision, yeah,
For
buckle them up.
kids-
For adults, if you want to ride without seatbelts, more power to you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a little more difficult for the medics to find you, but I think that it's up to the individual. Anything infringing on personal choice, I just totally against.
So I don't smoke, but
Anymore.
I only smoked as a social smoker anyway, but that was a long time ago. And
Tobacco, or what are we talking about?
it was tobacco.
Tobacco. Yeah.
And
that I knew of.
But I would defend somebody's right to smoke. I just don't want you smoking.
Oh,
in
there
my
you
house.
go. Yeah, smoking. That's a bullshit law
Yeah.
too.
Because I think
Sorry,
anybody
hang on.
should be able to smoke, but
Yeah.
I want you smoking near me? No, I don't.
Leave it up to the proprietor of the business.
I think the proprietor should make that decision.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if you don't like it, you don't go to that business.
Yeah.
And going along with that, they just now raised the smoking age in Iowa to 21. Now, if you can, okay, way back when. So in the military, you can sign to go to the military and fight for your country
at
the age
18.
17, if you remember, 17. I don't think that as an 18-year-old who's given multi-million dollars of weapons and equipment should not be able to walk into a bar or a cigarette shop and be denied the right to kill themselves slowly.
Yeah.
I mean, we're killing them fast out there. Why would we care if they're smoking or drinking while we're doing that?
Totally agree.
Completely stupid.
Totally agree. And I mean, if they've got the right to vote,
Right.
you got a right to vote and you got a
that'll
right to
change.
go into the military.
It'll change.
But then again, I don't think that we should be allowing 17, 18, 19-year-olds to be joining the military. And here's why. Their frontal lobe is not fully formed until they're almost 25 years
That's
old.
for men.
Okay.
That's
well,
for men.
the majority.
Yeah, and the majority are
okay.
men. Did you just roll your eyes at me? Like, give me that.
I rolled them so hard I didn't think they were coming back up.
Your
think I
left
lost the
one is
contact.
still back.
But I don't think that before the age of 25, we should be allowing them to make those decisions to go and die and fight for our country. I don't think that we should be. I get why we do it. I get why a lot of these kids join, whether it be to get out of a bad situation, to pay for college, because they don't have a choice. But I don't think that their brain at 17, 18, 19 years old understands what they're going to go through and what they're going to come home with. And that's not fair to them. It's not fair to their families. It's not fair to their friends. It's not fair to anybody.
So does that apply to voting as well?
No.
Oh. Interesting.
I think the voting age should be 21.
Oh, so you agree that, okay, should be 21. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But that was a different thing, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want them to be a little bit more mature.
But I'm saying if we have the voting age at 18, why is everything else so many years away? Why is it, you can vote, you can go to the military, but you can't smoke, you can't drink, you can't rent a car, you can't rent a hotel room, you can't do all of these things until you're 23, 25 years old. But we're allowing these 17, 18-year-olds to make these life-altering decisions.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
I think it should be illegal.
Yeah. I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I totally agree with that. There's not much we haven't disagreed or that we've disagreed on. So some of the other things that have come up on some of the lists, this is kind of funny.
Oh, Lord.
Because some of the lists, what about recording a conversation? Like the laws indicate that at least one person has to know. Well,
Okay, yeah,
I'm the
so-
person recording
Exactly.
it. So of course
so
I
in
know.
Iowa, it's a one-party state. A lot of other states are two-party states where at least two people have to know. But Iowa is a one-party state where you're allowed to record as long as you realize you're recording. Yeah.
It's the same in Georgia.
You know what else?
And it
I
worked
think
out
should
pretty
not-
handy.
Well, it worked out pretty handy with me too. But it's like, if you don't want something to come back and bite you in the ass, maybe don't say it in a conversation.
Yeah. What about drugs that are over the counter or prescription? That if they're controlled substances, I get it. Like if it's sleeping pills, something like that, or some.
So you're asking like
oxycodone or-
paracetamol, like overseas where it's a stronger painkiller, it's allowed over the counter.
Yeah.
You're asking if that should be allowed.
There's a
I
lot-
think that we should decriminalize all drugs, but that's me.
Well, I
All of them.
all of them.
All of them for adults. I think anybody who is 18 and over, it should be decriminalized. Now, I'm not saying legalized. Listen to what I'm saying. Decriminalized.
Okay.
Okay?
Because I think that the people who were put in jail because of possession of marijuana should be let out.
Absolutely. And their records should be expunged.
I think that's silliness.
Yeah.
I think it's sheer silliness.
But then again, it's not federally recognized as legal. It's only statewide, the separate states that are actually recognizing it to be legal. I think federally it should be legalized. But then again, like I said, I think all drugs should be decriminalized. I'm not saying legal. I'm not saying go to the corner store and get you some heroin.
Right.
I'm saying that if you get caught with it, if they try to arrest you for it, you're not going to get arrested for it. What you're going to do is you're going to get referred to a rehab clinic if that's what you want.
Blah, blah, blah.
If that's what you want. But as an adult,
gosh.
let me make my own damn decision because I'm going to do it anyway. I know at least 3 different places I can get illegal drugs, and I'm not talking marijuana. If I want to go get them, I'm going to go get them as an adult. You're not going to stop me. The only thing that, really stops people, and a lot of it would come with education too. More education on it, more resources, things like that for people who want to not do it.
So even if you decriminalize it, there's still policies that corporations are going to have.
Well, and that's up to the corporation. That's up to any job
you're
that
still
you
not
want to go
gonna-
work.
Yeah. So I want people to understand that just because it was decriminalized doesn't mean that they're going to let you be a heart surgeon.
Right. And
Right?
that's like saying, okay, well, it's legal in Illinois. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go live in Illinois and I'm going to smoke pot all day. Well, you'll get a job at Taco Bell, but you're not going to get a job at,
Right.
Lutheran General Hospital as
Right.
one of the top cardiologists, most likely. I mean, you may be able to.
Yeah.
You may
Who
be a
knows?
functioning pothead who's really good at surgery. I
But
don't know.
I think there's a lot of drugs that and of course this gets back to the pharmaceuticals and who's lining whose pockets, but there's a lot of drugs that are considered to be controlled or prescription level.
Right.
That absolutely you should not
You should be able to get them over the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a UTI? Come on.
Why do I have to go to a doctor for it?
Yeah. I don't understand.
I know what's
it.
going
Yeah.
on.
I mean, my back hurts.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
I
in.
have strep throat.
I have a sore throat, or I've got the flu.
Yeah.
Well, we need to see you.
Yeah. And then they'll see you, like you and I both have chronic health conditions that require pain management. And then they'll see you and you'll find something that works for pain management. And then they'll go, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and pull you off of what's working because we don't want you to be a drug seeker.
What about jaywalking?
What? Should it
be illegal or illegal?
Illegal.
Why?
Because you know how many people I've seen walk right out into cars and then get mad because the car hit them? Well, don't be stupid. I think stupidity should be illegal, but that's me. Like there should be levels. There should be tickets. There should be fines. I mean, come on now.
Come on now.
Now, one thing I do think that should be illegal that a lot of states don't take seriously if they even have records, laws on the books is stalking.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it be real life or online. You, as my ex, should not be able to ride by my house 3 times a day when you don't live near me.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Because that's harassment.
Yeah.
I don't care. You don't live near me. There's no reason to ride by my house. Go away. And I should be able to have a law to stand on that would fix that.
So, and I think that's a good point because we see too many people who have domestic situations and they try to report the person who's harassing them. They try to get a order so that they can't come within
and it's
500
hard.
feet. It's hard
It's
to
hard
get them.
unless they try to kill you. And even, I had an ex who did try to kill me.
Yes.
And I still had to go 6 months to court just to convince a judge that I needed protection from this
And there
person.
were cops right there that saw it.
Literally, right there.
I think that's what's really kind of interesting too. And so, if you're being harassed like that, now, don't get me wrong. If you went in and you said, hey, my mom's harassing me and I want an order.
Well, it depends on the harassment. I mean, there are some really shitty parents out there, but like if I called and said, my mom keeps asking me when I'm coming over, like, can you get her to stop? Okay, that's stupid. Like, don't do that.
So
Don't
what
do that.
about, what's one that you can think of, Dr. Domain, that you think should either be legal or should not be legal, that is legal now?
Automatic weapons.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I think if I want to own a tank, I should own it.
That's
I
right.
don't think as citizens that we should have to tell the government anything about what we own. I don't give a rat's ass what anybody else thinks. So I'm just going to throw
Wait,
that
so
out
is there a ban now? Wait, is there a ban?
on automatic?
Yeah.
You have to have a special license to have an automatic weapon. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And even if you just had like burst mode on, some of the weapons, I think that's fine.
Oh, man, I did not know that. I didn't know that they had passed anything like that. I guess I don't pay attention to the government that much.
so let me ask you a question.
I think there's certain things that should never be law, and thankfully they're not. But I could see with the right set of people in Congress that they could become laws like hate speech and things like that.
Right.
So-called hate speech and stuff. I think that's just an infringement.
I think wearing a frickin' mask is infringement on my
Well,
rights.
yeah.
Unless
that's
it's
true.
for a medical procedure. I mean, if
That-
somebody's
and I
having
get
a
that,
medical
but-
procedure
but
type of
to-
thing, but
to come
if
in
I
and
want to
tell
go to
me I have to-
Kmart, and you tell me I have to wear a mask to walk outside and go to Kmart,
Or pump gas.
I have an
kiss my
issue.
ass.
I think when I look at mass, I look at it like the old West, the old Wild Wild West. You had fences built to keep livestock out and off your property way back in the day.
You kept your livestock in.
Yeah, well, it kept
it kept the other livestock
kept the
out.
other livestock out. If I didn't want a cow in my pasture, I'll fence it off, right?
Yeah.
But if there's a cow in my pasture, I mean, whose responsibility is that to keep the livestock out?
yours.
I think it's mine.
Yeah.
As the same thing with a mask. If I'm sick, I mean, I'll wear a mask if I feel like I got to wear a mask. But
I agree.
Or if
what's
other
wrong-
people are
what's
sick.
wrong? Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're going to lecture me on wearing a mask, you don't know my health status.
Right.
What's wrong with your mask, by the way?
Yeah.
You know.
And in all fairness, if somebody said, hey, I want you to come over, but in order to come over, you have to wear a mask. Now the decision's mine.
Right. The ball's in your court. Either
Right.
you wear a mask and you come over, or you say, hey, that's okay. I'll come over some other time, or we can go meet at a lake and you can stand on one side and I'll stand on the other, and we'll just holler to each other. What's up?
Oh my gosh.
So another one that is not, there's no like record illegal type thing. So I think that if you go and make a report against somebody, like to the police, and you try to get them in trouble and it's proved to be false, I think that you should be charged.
I agree.
I don't care what it is.
I agree.
I don't care what it is.
In a corporation where somebody says that they were sexually harassed
And
and you
it's
find out
false.
that it's false,
Yep.
that person should be fired and charges should be put
Absolutely.
against them.
Absolutely.
I remember having to investigate some of those in my company, and we had, so this was interesting. This was years ago, and our phone records or our phone calls were recorded when you called into
Right.
our control center. One of the gals that called into the control center to find out some information came to us and said, I was sexually harassed. He called me names. He did this. He said these things. She, not knowing that we recorded those calls, and it was in the company handbook that
Right.
this is all recorded.
Right.
Okay, so it's not like this is news. You
Right.
know, this was yesterday's news. And we ended up doing an investigation, listened to it. This guy was really nice to her. I mean, super super nice, very
Right.
professional. She was nasty and didn't get her way. He was really nice and professional. And we couldn't do anything. We couldn't fire her for that, for falsification. To me, that's falsification.
That's crap
What do you mean you can't fire her?
We couldn't fire her at the time.
for making a false report.
Yeah. Because she was protected. She was kind of protected.
Under what law? Was she
Retaliation laws.
Yeah, I think it was a retaliation. But what a crock. I mean, for
Yeah.
people to make those false allegations.
And I'm
false
talking everything
accusations.
from, assault to harassment to, rape. These women who come in with these false allegations. And having a son has given me a completely different perspective, because he has a lot of friends that, and I've seen this firsthand, where these girls are like, you're going to do this, or I'm going to tell people that you raped me.
Yeah.
That is a huge thing. And anybody who falsely accuses someone of something, there should be repercussions for it. And it should be as harsh, if not harsher, than the person who's being accused would have gotten had it been true.
Yep.
Because it's going to stop a lot of this shit from going on.
Yep. I agree. I totally agree with you.
Okay, so let's
But I think in a corporate setting, that's different.
Well,
you
it
were
is.
talking about
It
something
is.
in
Yeah,
corporate.
it is.
Yeah.
Well, like
like she should have been terminated.
The guy that recently got taken off of MasterChef,
What?
John, whatever, what's his face? I don't remember. I don't follow those shows very well, but he was singing along to some Kanye West song,
Didn't know about it.
which
did he drop the
has
N-word?
evil N-word that no one can say because it's been so evil. Yeah, he was singing along, and they like,
It's in a song.
whack. They whacked
Yeah.
him.
You get a pass.
Well, you don't get a pass apparently to them.
Oh, well,
They got rid of him.
oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It's silliness like that. It's
that's
arbitrary. You know?
I mean,
But
if you're going to allow that music to be released,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm going to sing along to it.
Right.
I'm not going to apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to happen.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think you get the right to tell me what I can say and what I can't say.
Right.
I'll
right.
use whatever words I want to use.
I'm
And
not
it's-
using it towards somebody. I'm
Right.
singing it.
Right. As long as, yeah. And it's like, I use whatever words I want to use.
Oh, so let's. You got a fun one to end on, because I do.
Okay. So is it
well,
legal?
hold on. Another one.
okay.
Another
Dr.
one.
Domain.
Well,
Okay.
like, who was the CEO at the Coldplay concert?
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah.
just happened
So
recently.
I'm not clear on what the inner workings were at the corporate side. What they presented to the public was he resigned, but maybe what happened internally was he got fired. I don't know.
Right. He was forced out.
He was forced out. Why?
I don't know.
Why was
Why?
he
I
and
don't
not
know.
she?
My ex wasn't forced out when she did that to me. Well, come on.
And there could be, but there could be a clause that is, like a morality clause. A lot of companies do have morality clauses,
Or
where
they
if you're
got
caught,
it in the quid pro quo.
yeah, if you're caught doing something, but she should have been forced out too.
Yeah.
Because she was the CPO, he was the CEO.
But if it was mutual, I guess I don't understand
Yeah.
why either one of them would have to leave.
I think it's just downplayed. I think we're morally bankrupt, this society we live in. It's so acceptable now to be unfaithful to other people.
that is true.
Particularly to the ones that you married. It's just, it's sad. It's really
It
sad.
is.
Anyway.
So I got a fun one.
Okay, you go first.
Is it illegal to mail poop?
What?
So it depends on if it's across state lines.
Is it on your doorstep in a bag that's on fire?
So what you have to do is you have to seal it. You
Okay.
have to double
The fact
box
that she's
it.
got the specifics on how to do this.
And then
is
you have
really-
to mark it as a biohazard human waste, and then you can mail it.
But what
You
if it's
know-
not human?
Well, then
Is it-
it's just a biohazard.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Yeah.
So it could be any species.
It could be any species, but you do have to seal it, double box it,
Mm-hmm.
and then put the biohazard sticker on the outside.
Oh my gosh, how funny.
Don't
It's
ask me
true.
how I know.
It could be illegal and it could
That's
be
true. No,
it
I-
could be okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it
probably
just
happened.
depends on how you do it. You got to look these things up before you do it. Okay.
Okay, if I get a box of poop on my front doorstep,
I was gonna say, I'll just
go-
drop it
I
on
was
your
gonna say,
doorstep.
and you'll
What are you
set it on
talking about?
Fire, I'm sure.
See me on the Ring camera, I'd be like, what is she doing? Oh my God.
So, what's your last one there?
So my
Bobby?
last one is a lot of, especially lately, when you go to the store and you go to, like, let's use this as an example. You go to the store and you go to buy a bag of chips. Okay. And it's the same price as it's been, but you pick the bag up and you notice the bag's a little smaller or it's a little lighter because you realize that they've taken out 2 or 3 ounces for the same price. They should have signs at the store
indicating
that this is a smaller size for the same price. You're getting screwed. Do you still want to eat them chips?
They're travel size.
the travel size. Yeah,
Family
The
size.
diet-
Is,
the
family
diet
size is
size.
now one setting size. Okay.
You're too fat size.
Bag of chips will now
That's
fit in your
right.
watch pocket of your jeans.
Don't judge me. Well, do you have any more? Or is
I
that
think
all?
I'm done. I think that was pretty fun.
Now, I would love to hear from our listeners on some things that they think should be illegal, or things that they think shouldn't be illegal that are, and maybe even why, because we would love to hear why.
We would love to hear it.
But you know what? That is all the insanity that we have for today. We do appreciate you joining us here at the Rabbit Hole Studio. Please be sure to follow us. We look forward to spending time with you each and every week. Please come to our Facebook page and like us. You can find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Buzzsprout, where we originate. If you have positive feedback or if there's a topic you want us to talk about, drop us a short email at boomerandgenxer@gmail.com. If you have hate mail, well, you can shove that. So until next week, I'm Bobby Joy.
And I'm Jane Burr.
And you're stuck with us.
Peace out.
Later.